Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's something that I've wanted to talk about for a while on camera, and that is why I stopped listening to rap music and hip hop music personally. Now, I want to clarify that, okay? There is good rap, the stuff that talks about introspective things about life and actually has meaning. And then there's a rap and a hip hop that perpetuates the culture of gang violence, offing people, sleeping with multiple women, and things of that nature. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when I talk about that kind of rap music. The degenerate rap music is what I'm just gonna call it. Call a spade, right? It's very degenerate. And this was something that happened to me, like this change of when I stopped listening to that kind of rap music, at least. This change started to happen slowly over time, and it was something that I didn't even notice was happening, right? I just kind of started to realize that I'm listening to all these songs that perpetuate this bullshit activity, because it is bullshit activity, right? And there and those things or that kind of music is a reason why we have the kind of society and culture we have today. Especially, and this is going to ruffle a lot of feathers, especially in the black community. All right? And if you want to deny that, that is your prerogative. That is, you can deny that if you want to, but the facts are the facts. This degenerate rap music that we have today, that is pushed in the mainstream, that is pushed on the radio, that talks about all this BS, is perpetuating this constant cycle of negative actions going on in the world today. All right. Now, obviously, we can get into the nuance of environmental causes between family. Which, by the way, the rap music that's perpetuated today has a lot to do with why we have the family structures that we have today in the black community, especially. Right. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in the white community. Like, there are broken homes in every culture, right? But it is so prevalent at the way it is in the black community because of the music that is pushed. Women and men's side, right? The men's rap music, we have fucking people's girls and robbing people and shooting people and all those things. And then we have the women's side. F that. I don't want to really cuss on here. I'm trying to slow down on the cussing, but F that, you know what, take his money and do this, do that, like, pop that, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just not, I don't understand, well, actually I do understand why it is pushed the way it is pushed. And it is for people to be divided, for people to be in this constant state of low vibration so that everybody can just be a slave to the system. There's obviously, it goes deeper than that, than how I just said it, but that's not what I'm trying to get at in this video, because I kind of went off on a tangent a little bit. But what I do want to talk about, again, is why I personally stopped listening to rap. And everything I just said kind of ties into that. I started to look at my life and the music that I was listening to and realize, like, that's not the kind of life that I want to live. Those lyrics and everything that's said in rap music, believe it or not, it does something to your psyche, all right? Constantly listening to these degenerate lyrics, it does something to your psyche. You start to live life like that's your life. I'm not saying everybody does that. There are people who can listen to rap and hip hop and not do any of that stuff and live a perfectly normal life. But a lot of people listen to those things and let it affect their emotions. They let it affect their day-to-day life, and they start to live their life like their favorite rapper or their favorite artist because they think that's what's cool. All these women living their life like Sexy Red and all that shit because they think it's cool. All these dudes living their life like Lil Durk and King Von and things like that because they think that's cool, when in reality, like, it's not cool at all. And I just didn't feel right listening to that kind of music when that's not the kind of person that I want to be, right? And now a lot of you are probably going to ask what kind of music you listen to now. I listen to Spanish music because I'm Hispanic. I'm Dominican, so I do like Spanish music. I like Ozuna, that kind of thing. You know, there are some things in there that are questionable lyrics, of course, but it's not nearly to the same level of degeneracy as modern black hip hop and rap music is today. People are gonna call me a lot of names, and that's okay. You know, I'm not here to defend myself when people call me names. I really don't care. You can call me whatever you want. But I had to stop listening to that stuff because it wasn't aligned with who I wanted to be. And I started to realize that my energy and my thoughts and my vibration, I'm gonna use that word, my vibrations and my frequencies, because that's a real thing, whether you want to believe it or not, they started to become elevated when I stopped listening to that stuff. Mainly now I listen to house music, like beats and upbeat dancing music, because I like to dance personally. Like I have fun. I don't like rap clubs and those kinds of clubs where there's a lot of degeneracy going on and people just standing around. But I do dabble in going to house music concerts and supporting DJs that I actually like. And you can argue the fact that there is degeneracy going on in those locations too. I'm not going to argue on that. But you can't say that those two environments are exactly the same, because they're not. And if you've been to either one or you've been to both, then you understand where I'm coming from. It's a whole different vibe. And generally the people who go to the house music concerts are there because they actually enjoy the DJ and the music, and they're more upbeat, more uplifted people, more positive people. I've yet to see a fight go down in a house music concert or any altercation. Every single time I go to a club or a rap concert, something happens, an altercation happens that I'm not even involved in, but it makes me think, like, why am I even here? Like, this is stupid. Anyways, another tangent. I'm just rambling in this video. But I was thinking about this for a couple days because there is something to be said, and I think we can all agree that you become what you consume. Whether that's podcasts, YouTube videos, music, you become what you consume. It's like the saying, you are what you eat, right? Your body is a representation of what you put into it. Your soul is a representation of what you put into your mind. And if you're constantly putting this degenerate music into your mind and repeating it out loud and what's the word I'm looking for? Repeating it out loud and making that vocabulary your own, how do you expect to go far in life if your vibration and your frequency is down here? Like, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, and then I know a lot of people are gonna say something about skin color and being black and being part of the black community and rap and hating on rap and things like that. Like, every time, I'm gonna say this, every time I've been driving my car in the past and I've been blasting rap music, like I feel uncomfortable. I can see why other people on the road feel uncomfortable when somebody pulls up next to them and has rap music blasting about taking people's lives and stuff like that. I can see why they get uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable blasting that in my car because I'm like, this is not what I want to promote in society. I don't understand why we have. I'm gonna stop saying I don't understand, because I do, but it makes me upset that we have this over idolization of degenerate activities. And then people want to turn around and ask why society is the way it is. It's because we're promoting the wrong things. We are promoting the wrong things. These artists that I'm talking about specifically, not every single one. There are good rappers and good hip hop artists in that culture or in that genre that I'm not gonna say they promote the best things, but their music isn't so heavily dependent on speaking about the extremely degenerate things. All right, I probably could have worded that a little bit better, but I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So if you're somebody, that still listens to rap music, hip hop music, cool, do you. Like, I'm not here to judge you based on what you listen to. I'm just trying to get you guys to understand that what you consume, it alters your mind. Whether you want to believe it or not, it alters your mind. And I'm not going to be the one to tell you to stop doing anything. I'm not going to encourage you to stop doing anything, right? I'm just here to, again, to tell you guys my experience and why I stopped listening to it. And maybe that resonates with you. And maybe you've been asking like, damn, I feel kind of low energy, negative emotions all the time. Maybe it's the music you're listening to. I could be wrong, but I could also be right. Like, I know I was right for me, so maybe I could be right in this situation. I don't know. But again, we need to start promoting better things. We need to start promoting family more, positive relationships more. It's very sad to see the trajectory that we're on in the world today, where it's like everybody is divided, everybody's individual, everybody's looking out for me, out to get the next person, out to get one up on the next person, do people dirty. Like I've always hated the idea of that. And that's why I live my life trying to be as kind, as respectful, and the best man that I can be when I put myself out there in the world. Because that's what I want to see. All right? Maybe it's selfish, maybe it's not, but I do want to see a positive trend in society, because if people cease to develop good relationships, and then what is there left for society to strive for, you know? But that's another topic for another video. Yeah, I think that's good. So like, comment, subscribe. I'm enjoying making these videos again, so I will definitely be making more. Let me know what you guys want to see. I have a bunch of things that I'm going to talk about, but I'm curious to see what you guys want to hear. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.